Good afternoon. My name is Scott Forcino. I want to create this video to let people know a little bit more about me and my career, my profession, and about my family and my personal circumstance. I may look at some notes, but I want to give you an idea of who and what you're dealing with. Today is June, 3rd, 2025. I'm Scott Forcino. I was raised in Westchester, New York. Went to all-boy Catholic school for 12 years. As I own a prep. I went to University of Rhode Island, graduated in 1988, and went on to law school, Toro Law in Suffolk County, New York, graduated in 1991. Admitted to the bar in New York State and Connecticut in 1992. At some point was admitted to the federal court bar, did some research analysis and court appearances as well. I have been trained, educated, and experienced in the law for some time. I was a family court prosecutor and practitioner from 1992 to 1996. I started in the real estate world in 1997 as both a broker and an attorney representing banks, buyers, and sellers. I worked for a big firm locally. We handled residential real estate transactions through the tri-state area, the metro area, primarily me, New York, Westchester, and the 5 boroughs. I did that till 2000 when I started my own practice, and I had an office with a staff and a team of young associates until the year 2008. Here to give you some circumstances about that. My personal life includes being married in 2005 to the love of my life, and we have now 13-year-old twin girls. Tragically, they died in 2017, and I've been raising them alone, solo, twin girls since then, and they're doing great. We've done great in school and formed great relationships, and thankful for those that have been there for us. In my practice for law, I owned a title company for, I would say, 14 years. It was underwritten by some big giants, Fidelity and Old Republic. We handled between me as a buyer's and seller's attorney, bank attorney, co-op attorney, and broker, title agent, about, it's been estimated, over $500 million of transactions over those 8 years. I represented mortgage brokers and individuals, and of course banks. 15 years ago, as of May 1st, we just had the anniversary of 2009. An individual named LaRonda Murphy, who was the wife of the mortgage broker that I represented, amongst others, stole over 60 days 5 refinances, totaling about $1.2 or $1.3 million. One of those 5 refinance applicants was her dad. Those loans went into foreclosure. This was in a period of time after the mortgage meltdown credit crisis. I wasn't active. I started going back to court and family court, and even was handling some matrimonial matters. I was out of the real estate business. What happened was Ms. Murphy forged my name on some closing documents to the tune of 5 loan applicants. None had attorneys. They were not very sophisticated, and they understood that they were refinancing their home, but they didn't know who was representing whom. Ms. Murphy implicated me and stated that I was part of transactions. Upon further questioning, thankfully, none of these people had any idea who I was or what I did for them. They did not know my number. They did not know my name. They basically just, knew nothing about me. However, the title company that they closed with was my firm. Ms. Murphy was indicted in 2011. She later admitted to the crimes. She later was sentenced in prison for 6 years and 3 months. My company was included. We were out that $1.2 or $3 million. I was involved as far as one of the defendants. They charged me with facilitation in the 4th degree, which is the lowest in New York State. And I uh, retained counsel, and I explained to the authorities that I had nothing to do with this this situation. At the time of these allegations, my wife was undergoing her first round of chemotherapy in 2011, and my twins were, under a year or so old. I could not take the time or the money to defend these allegations, and they gave me the option to accept a fourth degree misdemeanor because the company was involved. No further charges were brought. Murphy was required to pay restitution, and she never did. As a result, I sued the mortgage broker and the wife, and they did not respond. And I got a judgment of about $1.5 million solely for the purpose of making the title company and the banks and the victims whole again. She did not, I did. This entire ordeal lasted from 2010 to 2012. Naturally, I have been criticized for even being part of this and being unaware that this person had access to anything involving these transactions with banks. And this person used my relationship with the banks to lie and gain access to bank funds without my knowledge. Fortunately, later there was an acknowledgement and admission, and she was released from prison in 2019. And these crimes were 2009. I've always been a broker, and I've been an independent broker owner. I've been with large national brokerages, Real Broker, EXP, Exit, prospered and did well as a associate broker in these capacities, handling transactions, buyers and sellers. I'm an investor myself. I'm a landlord. And I really have been plagued by this series of events and the burden of a misdemeanor for close to 15 years. It's time now for anyone who wishes to know more to hear that side of the story and see that, of course, I did not hurt anyone except my own family. This was during the time that the children were young. My wife wasn't trying to heal. I had no ability to do anything about these these matters, and I couldn't stand inside a courtroom with LaRhonda Murphy because she acknowledging the crime, admitting the guilt, and was awaiting sentencing. For those that are wondering, the children and I have thrived and survived and even prospered. So we're really, really thankful for the opportunity to help those victims way back and to proceed and get back to career and school and life and dealing with family and friends who've been there behind us. So anyone has any questions, my phone is 914-879-8411, 914-879-8411.